What's up, nomads? Welcome back to another video. I am Camper Dude Joe, and we have a good one today, guys. Any of you nomads out there that want to know how to cook in a vehicle, cook in a car, that's what I'm going to cover today. I'm going to show you guys a super duper easy way to cook in any vehicle. It's safe, it's cheap, it's easy. I always believe in the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. I cook on this little blue mystery bag thing, which I'm going to explain to you guys, full meals 3 or 4 or 5 nights a week. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do it. Let's get to it, guys. And first off, I apologize if you guys can hear the rain. I'm not sure if you guys can, but it is raining out today, as you can see out the window here. But I do apologize if you can hear that noise. So let's jump into it, guys. So basically, when nomads are new to living in a vehicle, anybody that's car camping or being a nomad or anything like that, probably the number one question that they have is, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to cook my meals in a vehicle? I need to eat right. I need to eat healthy. I need to cook all the stuff that I love and that I enjoy. And how am I going to do it? These are the most popular ways that nomads cook in a vehicle. Okay. So the first of those two ways is you can buy something like this, which I actually have myself. It's basically a propane or a butane camping stove. So they're about the size of a shoebox, maybe a little bit wider. You buy them and they come in single burner, double burner. You buy them, you buy the propane or the butane. You hook the propane or the butane up to it. You basically have a mini portable stove. It's a camping stove. And you can cook on that just like you would at home. You can use a pot, you can use a pan, whatever else you want to use. So that is probably one of the most popular ways to cook in a vehicle. The issue that I have with that, I like simplicity. In all its senses. I love the easiest option when it comes to most things. What I do, and this is option number 2, guys, they make these 12 volt, they're basically 12 volt ovens, okay? This one here, I don't know if you could see the name on top. This one here is called a HotLogic. This is probably the most popular of the 12 volt ovens for your car. But truth be told, they come in a wide variety of styles and brands and everything like that. They all run about 30 to 50 bucks. I think I paid about 30 or 35 bucks for this particular HotLogic here. And basically, you know, what the magic of this thing is, it's basically a little nylon type of bag. And inside, which I'll show you guys right now. All right, so this is the inside of the HotLogic, and you can see there's a little plate there. It's a little ceramic plate. So that is the actual cooking element. That's what actually heats the meals up. And then around it, you just have this bag. It is insulated, so it keeps the heat in very, 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 very well. It zips up. It has a zipper on the all around it. So you would put your food inside on the hot plate and it would cook the food. Couple of things about this, guys. Number one, again, it plugs right into your cigarette outlet. It uses about 70 watts. So it doesn't pull a lot of power at all. It draws basically nothing. So anyone can use this in their cigarette vault outlet. Very, very, very easy to use. Another great thing about this is it holds a ginormous amount of food. In this here, you can buy one of these. So there's a couple of different options you have. You can buy one of these Pyrex baking dishes. This is a glass baking dish with like a rubber top. This fits perfectly in the HotLogic. I have the Pyrex dish in the in the HotLogic. The reason that I don't use this Pyrex dish hardly at all, I think I used it 3 or 4 times. It is excellent. I mean, just absolutely fantastic. But couple of drawbacks with the Pyrex dish. So drawback number 1, guys, is the Pyrex dish. I hate cleaning things. I like fast and easy, as I said earlier. So with the Pyrex dish, once I have my food in there and I eat it, I basically have to clean it with wet wipes or something like that. And it's just a pain in the butt. Number 2 with the Pyrex, another drawback is the glass that the Pyrex dish is made from is very, very thick, which is actually a good thing. It's very, very durable. Like that Pyrex dish, I mean, unless you dropped it on the ground, it's going to last forever. But the issue is, because of the thickness of the glass, it takes a longer time for the heat of this heating element to reach the inside of the container. The best option that I found is, I picked these up at Amazon. They're dirt cheap, but you can buy them pretty much anywhere. I mean, Walmart, I think Home Depot has them as well. There's these little aluminum, basically these little aluminum foil dishes that you would get they're like the carry-out dishes that you would get in a deli or the supermarket. This works extremely, extremely well, guys. It holds a little bit less, but still just a ginormous amount of food in here, as you could see. So that's what I normally use. And another plus of this is, once I'm done cooking my meal and I eat my meal, literally what I do, guys, I just basically ball this up and roll this up into a little ball and throw it away. I'm done. There's no cleaning. There's no fussing. There's no mussing. Nothing at all. And I believe on Amazon, I get a 55 pack of these for, I think it's about $22 actually. So 55 for $22. I don't know what that works out to. That works out to about 30, 35 cents, 40 cents each. That is a steal in my opinion, guys. A set of 55, which is again what I get on Amazon, a set of 55, if you cook 4 times a week, will last more than 3 months. If you cook every day, it might last 2.5 or 3 months. So that is a steal, not being able to clean up and having to use wipes and clean the Pyrex dish and worry about all that baloney. It's just a lot easier for me. That's just a personal decision. But again, let me stress, the Pyrex dish works extremely, extremely well, guys. The heating element inside is not going to be as powerful or put out as much heat as a portable burner that you would buy, like a plug-in type at home. Those get very, very hot. I mean, you can fry things on them. You can saute things. It boils very quickly. This is not going to do that. This is basically a food warmer. It will warm foods up that are already cooked, or it will cook foods, but it's going to take a much longer time than when using a camping stove or a plug-in burner that you would use at home. If you're going to cook, as a general rule, this is probably going to take at least a couple of hours. But I normally don't cook in this per se, meaning make things from scratch. I make a lot of soups, I make a lot of stews, I make a lot of rice dishes, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. So I tend to make things that are kind of already pre-cooked or pre-made, and I heat them up in here. And this is just fantastic for that, guys. I mean, a total winner. So again, you can cook food in here, but it is going to take drastically longer. Or you could the easiest way is to cook up pre-made meals or pre-cooked meals. That's what I normally do. It's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier. Another thing that I want to bring up about this, guys, is the heating plate itself. A great thing about the HotLogic, I can't speak to other brands, other makes, and other models, but the HotLogic, because this doesn't get as hot as a plug-in burner or a camping stove, and this is a big thing, guys, this oven will never ever burn your food. So you could literally put food in here, it will heat it, and then once it's heated, it will maintain that temperature for hours. I mean, you can literally leave food in here for days, and it's not going to burn it, it's not going to catch fire or anything like that. So I just have a couple more notes about the HotLogic oven, which hopefully will help you guys out there if you're thinking about getting something like this. In case you're wondering, no, the HotLogic oven cannot boil water. It does not reach the temperature needed to boil water. It comes in just under that. Second thing, guys, if you want to cook food quickly, you know, foods that that need to be cooked on a stove, you know, things like scrambled eggs, pancakes, you know, foods like that, you're not going to be able to cook very quickly in a HotLogic, if at all. There are certain things that you cannot make in a HotLogic. Things that need to be fried or sauteed or anything like that, your best bet is probably going to be a camping stove. But, you know, short of that, any other type of food, especially ones that are pre-cooked or pre-made, the HotLogic is perfect for that, guys. So that pretty much wraps it up for the specs and everything like that. I will put a card on the screen with my pluses and minuses on the HotLogic and the similar units. But for now, let's get to the good stuff, and I will show you guys how I actually make a meal in my car in the HotLogic. Let's get to it. So I do have the HotLogic all set up here, and as you guys can see, I have my little baking pan in there. That's the aluminum foil baking pan that I spoke about earlier. It's all set to go. I have it on my handy dandy steering wheel tray here. Again, you guys should get one of these. I covered that in another video. As you can see, I put all my food in there, and like I told you guys, it holds a massive, massive amount of food. So let me kind of recap what I did here. On the bottom layer, I am a big soup and stew guy, so I poured a whole can. As you can see here, it's open, it's empty, it's on the bottom. The bottom layer, I put some Amy's soups, a whole can in there, lentil vegetable. Above that, I actually poured, and here's a really good tip for you guys, I poured a whole bag of Ben's Original Uncle Ben's. This is pre-made rice, guys. This is important. It would be pretty hard to cook rice in here, if not impossible, just because it doesn't get as hot as a camping stove or just a regular kind of burner that you would plug into the wall. So I buy these bags of pre-made or pre-boiled rice. They come in white, brown, jasmine, and a couple of other flavors. I swear by these, guys. They are so delicious. You can cook them in a microwave, obviously. That's what they're intended for. But they work like a charm in here, just because, again, they are pre-made. So I just dumped the whole pouch of the jasmine rice in there. And above that, as you could see, I have some green beans. I have about a half cans of green beans that I had in my refrigerator. And then on top, the piece de resistance, I just put a little Heinz brown gravy on there to give it some kick, some flavor. Love brown gravy, guys. And that is it. But you could see here, we have a half can of green beans. We have a whole bag of brown rice. Jasmine rice. And then we have a whole can of lentil vegetable soup. That is all layered with the brown gravy on top. So you could see here, guys, this holds, and I still have room if I wanted to put more on top, guys. But as you can see, this holds a massive, massive amount of food. So one thing that I forgot to tell you guys earlier, all of these aluminum trays, when you do buy them, just like in the store, they do come with a little plastic cover that goes right on top, and then you could just fold the edges down and you could seal them up. Like I said, I normally get a 55 pack, which lasts me about 3.5 months. But as you can see, I put the plastic cover on. And again, they do come with the plastic covers when you buy them online, so fear not, guys. And as you can see, I just bent the edges all the way around. It's really, really simple to do. I did it one-handed because this is my good hand. This is actually my stroke hand, so I don't use it as much. But as you can see, guys, it is pretty simple. And then from there, the final step, no matter what food you're making, it's the same. You put your food in the Pyrex baking dish or any other vessel that you want to use, or these aluminum baking pans. Then this end here is the 12-volt plug. This literally just, you put this into your 12-volt port in the car. You plug it in. Something like this, which is what I cook most of the time, guys. Because everything is pre-made, pre-cooked in here, all of the ingredients, something like this will literally, all you really have to do is just warm it up. You really don't have to cook it. Something like this will be done in about 30, 35, 40 minutes. I normally leave it in for about 45 minutes. I pull it out and it is normally piping hot, just like an oven at home. It tastes delicious. But that's pretty much it, guys. So I am starving. Let me plug this in right now. And once it's done, I will come up with be back with the wrap up. We are back, and here's the HotLogic. I had it plugged in for about 50 minutes, 50 minutes, and I just unplugged the oven, and I'm going to open it up, and hopefully you guys can see how hot this is. It might be kind of hard to see the steam, but it should be, nice and warm and toasty and yummy and tasty and delicious and all those wonderful things. Yeah, so that's pretty hot, guys. Let me try and stir it around so maybe you guys can see some of the steam here. But this is a fully ready, delicious meal. And like I said, guys, I was in there for about 50 minutes, but I hope that you guys know how I prepare my food now in the car. Again, this is pretty much the simplest way for me. It doesn't mean it has to be the only way for everyone. You might be better served using a camping stove or something like that. But for me, this is the easiest way, guys. It does take a little bit longer, but it's convenient. They're literally, the way I do it, there's no cleanup, because when I'm done, this aluminum tin goes right into a little bowl. I mush it up into a little bowl, and I throw it right in the garbage. So easy peasy, nice and breezy. So I am going to enjoy my food, guys. This smells amazing, and I will get back to you guys with the wrap up in a little bit. That food was absolutely amazing, guys. Just really hit the spot. Delicious. I hope I showed you guys pretty much the easiest way of how you can cook in a car. Like I said, the HotLogic is very cheap. You could pick them up online for about 30, 35 bucks. So much easier than using a camping stove and getting propane and butane and breaking it out when the weather's bad, or if you're a little bit lazy like me. I'm a little bit of a lazy bone sometimes. A camping stove is great. Like I said, guys, I have one. I really don't use it all that much unless I really want to cook something quick, or it's very involved, or it needs to be fried. To me, my opinion, the HotLogic or a similar device is the way to go if you want to cook in a vehicle. It's easy peasy. It does take a little bit longer, but you could do it even if the weather is bad. It's kind of just plug in and, set it and forget it, plug it in and give it as much time as it needs to warm up or cook or heat or whatever it is, and you're good to go. And as I said, guys, you could use the Pyrex dish if you want to, or here's the little aluminum dish that I was eating out of before. As you can see, it's just a little bowl. This is why I love these little aluminum dishes, because, it's nothing now. It's a little bowl. I throw it right in the garbage and I'm done. That's it. Easy peasy. So if you guys have any questions on this unit, the HotLogic, please, post your questions in the comment section, and I will try to answer as many as possible. Also, guys, please remember that it is free. Go to my blog. It's carcampingdude.com. It's carcampingdude.com. There is a ton of free information on there for you guys. everything about how to make window covers, eating in a car, boiling water, where you can stay for free, and a zillion other things, guys. So definitely go there and check that out. And if you guys like this video, if it was helpful, I would really appreciate it if you guys like, share, and subscribe. That would be super fantastic awesome. As always, please try and make the world a better place. A little kindness is always a good thing. Until the next time, I will see you guys soon.